My name's Gen Wilson Mbadi. I am the Chief of Defense Forces. Your Excellency, it's my singular honor to welcome you here at Uganda Military Academy, Kabamba, to witness the graduation of the 305 officer cadets, of whom 43 are ladies, in the 3 groups that have been mentioned by the Commandant: the Bachelor of Defense and Security Studies, the Professional Officer Cadets, and the Pilot Cadets who joined them for purposes of commissioning. These young ladies and gentlemen officers will be commissioned as 2 captains who are medical officers, 129 will be commissioned to lieutenants, and these are the professionals, the other categories of professionals, and those who have been attending the Bachelor of Defense and Security Studies. And then we have 166 who will be commissioned to second lieutenants, and these ones had served in the Army for less than 10 years. The 129 are 10 years and above, and then the 8 Air Force pilots. Your Excellency, the UPDF applauds you for your strategic and visionary leadership that has made the UPDF grow from scratch into a formidable, professional, effective, efficient, and accountable force that is anchored on a strong civil-military relationship, nationalism, patriotism, Pan-Africanism, and ideological awareness to achieve its mandate as enshrined in Article 209 of our Constitution, so that we can create a conducive environment for socio-economic transformation. It is therefore a continuation of your historical mission to build a strong national force that can secure Uganda and also the region. That's why, Your Excellency, the National Resistance Army and now UPDF has been able to undertake successful Pan-Africanist interventions in the region and beyond. We know we've been to Liberia, we've been to South Sudan, we are now in Somalia, we're in Equatorial Guinea, we are in DRC. A weak force cannot do all those and still keep stability at home. We thank you, Your Excellency, for continuously guiding us to build a very strong force, focusing on your gospel of Pan-Africanism to be spread on the basis of prosperity, strategic security, and the unity of the African people. In addition, Your Excellency, you have always counseled us to be extremely disciplined and not to engage in heinous practices, since the core foundation of the NR and the UPDF was and still remains its discipline, which has enabled the Army to weather all the storms. Every time we recruit and train, we are always cautious about what counts. Like in the African adage, that what counts is not necessarily the size of the dog in the fight, it is the size of the fight in the dog. That's why we've been able to achieve so much with less. From the briefing of the Commandant, Your Excellency, I am confident that this training has achieved its intended purpose. It is therefore incumbent upon these about to be commissioned officers to evaluate the extent to which this course has improved their personal effectiveness, to be uniquely positioned to contribute to UPDF's vision and mission. Let it be an important springboard from which they will continue to develop increased motivation to serve and see themselves work in a new capacity using the knowledge that they have acquired from here. To the cadets about to graduate today, I want to take the pleasure to congratulate you for successfully completing your intensive and rigorous practical military education courses. I have no doubt that the courses you have attended have prepared you to be good junior officers. And unlike basic military training, Cadet Officers course has equipped you with the better skills to be leaders and commanders at a junior level and exposes you to more opportunities in your career progression. Like the Commandant said, you start your journey of responsibility to lead and inspire soldiers that will be put under you, which is the very essence of being a commissioned officer. You will find a crop of senior officers from whom you will accumulate immense experience. Don't overlook these old cadres. Make use of them as your reference materials because they have seen a lot. Respect those that have created the environment you are going to enjoy. And remember too, that your productivity will more than often be relative to your character, because nature gives you the face you have at 20. It's now up to you to merit yourselves the face you will have at 50. As you step into a complex world of security, be aware that our countries in the region are faced with new security challenges ranging from terrorism, transnational threats, insurgency, cyber threats, and others. Therefore, you must be ready to effectively tackle these challenges. For this purpose, the officer cadet training that you have completed prepared you to be better defenders of peace and security within the country and the region as a whole against any negative forces. Your graduation today is therefore not only memorable in your life, but also very important for the UPDF. What you have learned reaffirms the hope and expectations of our country in developing a professional and modern force that is able and is willing to serve with dedication and loyalty in order to deliver on its mandate, even in a resource-constrained environment. Whereas today is the graduation day, it only marks the beginning of your service career. Therefore, I caution you to observe the ideological consciousness for a soldier, because a soldier without ideological training is a potential criminal. You must therefore understand who you are, our history as a country, what we stand for, and where we are going, and our revolutionary methods of work. Do not engage in illusions that distract you from your core duty of fulfilling your obligations. place your duty before your personal desires. The other element is discipline. The foundation of UPDF is anchored on discipline, service with honor and dedication. Live up to the UPDF values and attributes, and treat people as they should be treated. As far as health is concerned, UPDF, apart from being a force to secure Uganda, is also a productive force. Therefore, we want you mentally and physically and healthy, physically fit and healthy, so that you are fit, you remain fit to perform well and advance your career. Loyalty is another aspect. You must bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution, the Commander-in-Chief, and the UPDF. Another virtue is seeking for knowledge. Continuously seek to know more than your men, so that even soldiers and peers under your command have confidence that you are qualified enough to guide them. That way, you will become the person who inspires them under you. Integrity is about honesty and truthfulness. Do what is right all the time. What is right professionally, morally, legally, and if these three are difficult for you, spiritually, it is something very difficult to regain if you have lost it prematurely in your career. The other aspect is patriotism and selflessness. Love with dedication and attachment your country, the institution that has created you, the men placed under you, and think of yourself last. Also, you are required to have a positive attitude towards deployments. What you have been undergoing is purposeful training to give you skills and help you perform in the different places you'll be posted to here. To fill the command and staff and professional gaps in UPDF units and functional departments. So avoid lobbying through politicians to influence UPDF deployments. You must therefore ground your training and actions on the UPDF primary obligation, which is to defend and protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Uganda, the Constitution that encapsulates our people's sovereignty through popular will. Therefore, as you cheer your commission that is about to happen, remember that it is the actions and not the commission that makes the officer, and that there is more expected from an officer than from his mayor title. This was by a man called Washington. Therefore, always remember and live in good qualities, the good qualities of a successful and patriotic officer. The commandant has already told you what are the qualities of a good officer. I don't need to repeat them. Additionally, abide by the UPDF Code of Conduct of maintaining positive relationship with the public and avoiding tendencies that can injure the defense forces' cohesion, such as the quest for chief popularity, intrigue, liberalism, tribalism, among others. At this juncture, I want to thank the strategic headquarters of the Ministry of Defense and the UPDF for all the support, the community of Kabamba, for accepting to live with us as we conduct our business, sometimes inconveniencing you, the local leadership, yourselves, because of the positive attitude you had towards the training, the parents, your families and friends, for your behind-the-scenes support. I also want to thank the Commandant and his team, the instructors and the staff of the Academy who tirelessly worked to transform these officer cadets Your Excellency is about to commission, and also improving the standards of the Academy. I want to thank the lecturers from Makerere, led by Professor State. They have already been shown to you, Your Excellency. I also want to inform you, Excellency, that these lecturers from Makerere University were also being assisted by our very own. And I would like them to stand up so that you can also see them. There is Brigadier Gonyi. I don't know whether Brigadier Twinamasiko is here, the Director of Training. Brigadier Alex Orupot. These ones have been working hand in hand with the lecturers from Makerere University to conduct lessons for the 3-year course cadets graduating today. And for purposes of creating internal capacity, we have selected officers who are attending master's programs with Makerere University so that they can come and take over gradually from the civilian lecturers of Makerere University. Please groom them very well. Do not delay to make them qualify so that you continue coming here. Your Excellency, WUMA is now an East African community shared facility of training. And so we continue to work towards achieving its status of being a center of excellence for training cadets, not only for Uganda, but also for the region, from the regional partners. As you already informed, sir, during the Commandant's briefing, we already have this 3-year cadet course, 49 of whom today are part of this group that is commissioning. And we have other intakes following them, the 2nd and the 3rd. And this year we're expecting the 4th intake of the 3-year course. This is because of the East African Community Defense and Cooperation Protocols. This year, we expect some students from the region. Amidst a constrained budget, we continue to make improvements that will make the Academy remain relevant as an East African community shared training facility. This financial year and last financial year, we earmarked money for the renovation and furnishing of infrastructure in the academy to improve on the standards required by the East African community training schools. So we'll be working on the mess. We'll be adding more accommodation space. We'll be renovating classrooms. We'll be working on a water system, the students' mess, and constructing a guest wing, among others. To prevent our land from being encroached on, we also intend to construct a perimeter road around the school, and we expect this to start somewhere around October using the engineer brigade equipment. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for also giving a directive to tarmac the internal roads when this oil road will be, at the time it will be constructed. We have noted the transport demands of the academy, and on your instructions for teaching Swahili, we have targeted 100 Swahili instructors, of whom 60 have already been identified, and Swahili will also be introduced in every course across all the training schools that we are currently running. As per your guidance, we shall be ready to receive other students from not necessarily the region for the 3-year cadet course and also the 1-year cadet course. We are also making ready living quarters for the directing staffs for the exchange DSCs from the region. Your Excellency, as far as for the rest of UPDF welfare and capacity and capability enhancement, we are working to the extent the budget can allow us to enhance our capabilities, to enhance our capacity in terms of training and retraining, logistics support, to improve on the mobility of the forces, of the commanders, of our logistics, and maintenance from away from the civilian garages. As far as the welfare is concerned, Your Excellency are aware that we have started on constructing decent accommodation for the soldiers. We are about to complete all the brigade locations where all our units will be co-located so that we make it cost-effective for them to take advantage of the common user facilities like schools, like hospitals, like the military shop, and so on and so forth. Your Excellency, we also enhancing political and ideological orientation so that we can improve on the cautious discipline of our forces. With those remarks, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, I once again want to take this opportunity to thank Your Excellency for finding time from your very, very busy schedule to bless this occasion with your presence. It is a very singular opportunity for all of us, and particularly these young cadets, to listen and learn from your counsel, in addition to Your Excellency's influential and inspiring lecture of opportunity which you gave them a few days ago. Your Excellency, I want to end here, and I want to thank you for listening to me, for God and my country. God bless you all. I now want to take this opportunity to invite the Honorable Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs to come and give his remarks, and thereafter invite you to address your brand new young officers. Thank you, Your Excellency.